I see Brad has a Merlin carburettor on his bench with a float chamber exposed.
Will obviously sit like that. It brings fuel up from a fuel rail on the bottom, fills them, and then these are controlled by two needles that are operated by capsules, one of which responds to boost pressure, the other responds to barometric pressure, and that controls the amount of fuel which is put in. So you've got your altitude mixture and your boost mixture, and it works it out and squirts in into the right ratio. You've got two little capsules. Got a boost capsule which operates the lever and eventually operates the needle, which controls your fuel flow. And then you've got one for altitude as well.
Yeah, it's on the
what fuel you need, So,
do you mix, I mean, so thinking about it, your mixture changes from ground to 10, 20,000 feet.
Yeah, it also changes on boost pressure because lower down, the engines are set up to be a little bit rich anyway, so that you get an instant throttle response.
Yeah.
And then in the middle, they lean off for economy. And then up at high power, they start to go rich again because the fuel aid's cooling in the cylinders and you're reducing NOx.
Yeah.
So, this one's off the Mosquito. It's come apart because it wasn't right. It was running far too rich. So we're just sort of resetting everything.
Yeah. But it being ground running all the time, does it affect it at all with the alcohol?
Not if they're set right.
No.
You put a special gauge on the end of the needles. I'll go and get it, hold on. Probably easier to show you on one that's assembled.
Yeah.
This is one fitted and attached to an engine, and your needles are under these covers.
Yeah.
And we have been adjusting them back to the book figures. What you do is you unscrew these, come down, then you fit this tool, which goes in there, and that measures the projection in 1,000. So for the boost one, you're looking at 250,000 projection.
Yeah.
Just on there, and then your altitude one, you're looking for 100, and you adjust that under here. You take these off, and there's two adjustment screws.
Yeah.
And once they're set, you just leave them. Well, one of them expands the higher you go.
Yeah.
And the other one contracts the more boost pressure you put into it.
Yeah.
You set the altitude one to what it says in the book, which is dictated by temperature and pressure of the day you set it.
Yeah.
So there's a table in the book for that.
Yeah.
Once you do that, you don't touch that one. But once you connect a box to the carb, which simulates boost pressure, which is how you set this one. And once they're set, you lock them off and you don't even think about them again. And it sorts itself out. It's an automatic mixture control.
Yeah.
It sorts itself out.
Yeah.
You don't have to touch a thing once they've been set initially.
Yeah.
But these were quite out. This carb was a fair bit out. It's been running quite lean. This carb needed quite a bit of adjustment.
Yeah.
And we may pull it off to see what's going on inside as well.
So when it was running lean, was it getting too hot?
It will have been getting hotter, but we don't go to the sort of powers where you'd notice.
No.
Certainly if you went to full power, you'd probably notice.
Yeah.
But the running we do, they don't really get much load on them.
Good.
The problem being that it is wrong, so we'll sort it.
Yeah. Does it alter the consumption? Does that come into it at all? Not worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, good.
But the worst thing is overfueling, because if they start overfueling, because they're an updraft, it just all dribbles out the intake. And when you've got the cowlings fitted, you don't want that.
No. Very interesting. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, bud. Hello, mate. Dave's not in today, but he's been working on the fuselage formers. He has one former in the vise and 5 formers under the bench, with the edges formed and one already fitted in the fuselage, so he's doing quite well. He's also got a new crimping and stretching machine. This was the old crimping and stretching machine. And now Dave's got a new one. At the moment it looks like he's got the shrinkers in. Here's the jaws. This is how on the February the 1st, last time I was here, the French wing looked. But now only 2 stringers are left on. Just 2 stringers left on the top side. Those are all the ribs. Some ribs have been removed, including the tank ribs. The ribs are riveted with an angle bracket to the web and 4 brackets bolted to the boom at each corner. All these ribs will be removed and stripped down. These rivets are magnesium alloy rivets. You can see on the first inboard rib, which is a made in box section, some of the rivets have lost their heads. These are the white coloured ones. These will be totally dismantled, inspected, painted and reassembled. These are 2 of the 4 brackets that hold the ribs in place, bolted to the boom, top and bottom. The ribs in the tank area don't have this type of connection. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's good. On this rib you can see the corrosion left a hole in the U section. Both skins are riveted to this U section. The U section of course will have to be replaced. Remember, this is not an airworthy wing. For airworthy this would require a complete new rib. The front and rear spars will be removed from the jig. These will be 3D scanned because the Avro drawings are not too clear. Both spars will require new parts to their web. The front spar at the inboard end and the rear spar the middle section of the web. The web is made in 3 sections. The front spar is the top spar and the bottom spar is the rear spar in this shot. This is the rear spar. This is the boom, which is this gets towards the end, goes virtually to an L shape. all the stringers leading up to the door frame, which will be former number 30. This is 27, 28, 29, yeah, 30. Phil has been working on the Doncaster fuselage, KB976. John and Keith removing the last two stringers.